The Baku City Circuit is a motor racing circuit in Baku, Azerbaijan constructed near Baku Boulevard.It hosted the 2016 European Grand Prix and its support events. History. Development. In December 2013, Formula One President and CEO Bernie Ecclestone suggested that the race would be run in 2016 but later said that because the Korean Grand Prix organizers were in breach of contract, it would be moved to 2015. However, in July 2014 it was announced that the race's debut would be delayed until 2016. Design. The 6-kilometer anti-clockwise layout of the circuit was designed by circuit architect Herman Tilke. The circuit was planned to start adjacent to Azadlik Square, then loop around Government House before heading west along a 1-kilometer straight to the Palace of the Shirvanshahs and Maiden Tower. Here, the track was planned to have a narrow 7.6 meters uphill traversal and then circle the Old City before opening up onto a 2.2 kilometers stretch along Netchler Avenue back to the start line. The circuit was projected to be the fastest street circuit in the world, with a top speed close to 360 km per hour and the second longest circuit on the current F1 calendar behind the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium, which currently is the longest circuit on calendar. 2016 European Grand Prix. The 2016 European Grand Prix was the inaugural event held on the Baku City Circuit. The hosting of the event was controversial because of Azerbaijan's poor human rights record, with ongoing imprisonment of political and human rights activists and journalists and bloggers who have criticized the regime. Many retirements were expected in the Formula One Grand Prix after the carnage of the GP2 Series support races, where over half of the drivers crashed or retired. It therefore came as a surprise when the only retirements, of which there were 4, came as a result of mechanical failures. Mercedes's Nico Rosberg dominated the Grand Prix after qualifying on pole position the day before the race, while Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel and Force India's Sergio Perez finished second and third respectively to join him on the podium. Valtteri Bottas set a new unofficial Formula One top speed record in qualifying for the 2016 European Grand Prix when Williams Martini Racing claimed to have data showing him reaching 378 km per hour, eclipsing the previous record of 372 km per hour set in 2005 by Juan Pablo Montoya for McLaren while testing at Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. Reception. Pirelli found that 90% of the rear tires used in free practice had been cut by the bolts securing curbs to the ground not being drilled into the ground far enough, while Jenson Button and Nico Rosberg expressed concern over the lack of runoff areas which would be dangerous in the case of an incident such as a high-speed puncture or a mechanical failure. Valtteri Bottas was forced to miss the whole of free practice 3 when a drain cover came loose and caused significant damage to his Williams FW38. Many drivers praised the circuit for the challenge offered by its mixture of long straights, slow technical sections and no margin for error due to the proximity of the walls. Lap records. Lap record. Nico Rosberg 1:46.485. Fastest lap. Nico Rosberg 1:42.520.